Dramatic developments overnight. Let's start with Sally Yates, who was the Obama holdover, who is serving as acting attorney general over the Department of Justice while they were waiting for Jeff Sessions to be approved by the United States Senate. That hasn't happened yet. So in the meantime, Sally Yates was running the Department of Justice. She said that she could not in good conscience order the Department of Justice attorneys to defend the president's executive order. She said, "At present, I am not convinced that the defense of the executive order on immigration is consistent with these responsibilities, nor am I convinced that the executive order is lawful." As a result, last night, President Trump fired Sally Yates, put in place his own choice for acting attorney general. Here's what the White House had to say about Sally Yates. If we pull up the statement there, they called her weak. They said that she had betrayed the Department of Justice. Ultimately, they said that she was weak on several issues as well. Ironically, in a confirmation hearing back in 2015, Jeff Sessions, who will presumably replace Sally Yates as Attorney General, pressed her on whether or not she should uphold a president's orders if she believed that those orders were not lawful. I think we have a soundbite of that moment. Let's go ahead and play that.
If the views the president wants to execute are unlawful, should the Attorney General or the Deputy Attorney General say no?
Senator, I believe that the Attorney General or the Deputy Attorney General has an obligation to follow the law and the Constitution and to give their independent legal advice to the President.
Now, that was Jeff Sessions with Sally Yates back in 2015. The vote to confirm Jeff Sessions is scheduled for later on this morning. This development overnight makes that a much more dramatic showdown up on Capitol Hill than we were expecting. And I want to highlight for you guys what Sally Yates said in her memo to the Department of Justice employees, because this is important nuance. She does not say that the executive order was unlawful. In fact, she says that it was reviewed by the Office of Legal Counsel at the Department of Justice. But she says that their review simply didn't take into account statements made by an administration or its surrogates in close time to the issuance of an executive order that may bear on the order's purpose. And importantly, she said the Office of Legal Counsel's review did not address whether any policy choice embodied in an executive order is wise or just. That appears to be the ground that she's standing on here, that this executive order simply was not wise or just, and she wasn't convinced of its legality. So a dramatic turnaround here overnight for the Trump administration. They're going to have to figure out how to move forward with the Department of Justice. If Sally Yates feels this way, you guys can assume there are other people inside the Department of Justice who feel that way, and the Trump administration is going to have to tangle with them in the weeks and months to come.
Hey there, thanks for checking out CNBC on YouTube. Be sure to subscribe to stay up to date on all of the day's biggest stories. You can also click on any of the videos around me to watch the latest from CNBC. Thanks for watching.